at you. You made it to Friday. Welcome to Mornings with Luann and Tim.
You're so cute. It's like Romper Room. And
yes, look at you.
I see Billy and Susie.
And Timmy.
Was that Romper Room that did that?
Yes.
They named the names?
With the mirror?
Is it Romper Room? Yeah.
She never said, I see Luann.
No, she never said, I see Michaela either.
No. I think she was a liar.
Some kids felt left out.
I certainly did.
Well, blame your mother. She named
Considering
you.
I was 16 when I started watching it, because we didn't get Romper Room in Espanola. Yeah, we didn't. I was just like, wow, I could do that for a living. And I see Timmy, and I see, right?
And you almost do.
Yeah, pretty much. Talk about what an awesome local news day yesterday.
Wow.
Algoma Steel.
How much money came in?
$150 million, thank you very much.
Combination of loans and grants?
From federal and provincial.
I didn't know if it's all loans?
No, just given funding.
They don't have to repay any of it? Bonus?
Yeah, plus like guaranteeing jobs, like 3,000 plus jobs. Also, huge part of it.
Pensioners, right?
The pensions are secure now for the next.
What do you mean 3,000 plus jobs? Not new jobs.
No, they're saying
securing.
Yeah, securing and or new. They don't know, right?
Would be great.
Still yet, because people are retiring, and you know.
And this is all in response to the tariffs. Is that correct, or more? Is there more to it than that?
It's generally in response to the tariffs, but I think that the governments, both federally and provincially, finally acknowledge that they really need to give SR Steel a helping hand, having been through bankruptcy protection and ownership changes and all of the above.
What's it called now?
SR Steel.
Still SR?
No, I'm sorry, Algoma Steel. It's called Algoma Steel again.
Okay, it is.
Yes, and so Terry Sheehan was there, and Ross Romano was there, and the CEO of the company, Gallian Gosh, he spoke, and the federal minister was there to talk about all the money that they gave. And Ross Romano said that he was very proud of all the work that he's done, and he's happy that it's finally come through.
So this is something else, I guess, this was pretty quiet. Like the lead up to this, I didn't know all of that stuff was going on.
No,
now, is that something that happens that they're working under and they don't tell us what they're doing in case so they don't get our hopes up?
In case it drops, in case it drops.
It's kind of like your parents planning a vacation and they don't tell you just in case it doesn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So they didn't want to say, oh, we're doing all of this, and then it doesn't come through, and everybody goes, why couldn't you make it happen?
Or we're going to Disneyland, and then you realize you don't have the money.
Yeah, right.
And you go to Massey instead.
Well, tractor pulls are fun.
They are. Milking goats, have you ever? You should.
Wait a minute.
Just a hoot, yeah.
You've milked a goat?
I have milked a goat.
Why?
Because I was working at the radio station in Espanola.
Yeah, and you were thirsty. And you ran out of cream for your coffee.
There was like a little competition, and they had people come and do.
Was it a competition?
Yes.
So you did it as like a celebrity goat milking thing?
Yes. And I also played donkey baseball.
See, some people get to go.
Same day. I know, it's too much.
Some people get to go on Dancing with the Stars or The Masked Singer. Luann gets to milk goats and go
Anybody could do that.
What was the other one? Donkey what?
Donkey baseball. You sit on a donkey and you hit the ball and you try and get the donkey to go to first.
That?
I have done that. I looked awesome doing it too.
Is there video?
Oh gosh, I hope not.
You have lived a full life, my friend.
Well, haven't I though? In Massey.
Hey, I watched that show, The Masked Singer. Remember the one where they wear costumes head to toe? I forgot to talk about this yesterday because I did watch it. I PVR'd it.
Did you?
Well, it was on Wednesday and we had the rehearsal, so I got to the rehearsal. Okay. Honestly, those big ridiculous costumes, I got hooked.
You know what? That's what one of the hosts on Entertainment Tonight, her name's Nichelle, and she said, I am so stupidly addicted to this show now.
I thought it was going to be the dumbest thing ever.
Right?
Because the costumes are so... And now Pineapple's going to sing against the Raven. And you're like, why is that person dressed like a pineapple? Well, because it was Tommy Chong. But
but it all relates kind of in some way.
Tommy Chong was one of those masked people, and he sang... I forget what song he sang. And Keith was like... And they give clues, right, in the disguised voice. And he was talking about smoke and all this kind of stuff. And Keith was like... That's Tommy Chong. And then he started to sing, and he said, that's Tom. He said, it's Teacher Chong. started to sing, and Keith said, "That's Tommy Chong." I was like, "How do you know it's not Cheech?" He said, "Trust me, it's Tommy Chong."
And it was.
And I guessed Cheech Marin. It was Tommy frickin' Chong and he's singing.
Yeah.
And
can he sing?
Not bad. No, not great.
Okay.
But there's a couple in there, and you're going, "Who is that?" I think one of them is Gladys Knight. I think one of them is Gladys Knight.
No way.
Somebody else said Dionne Warwick. I'm like, no. One of the judges was like, Dionne Warwick. Thinking she couldn't sing like that.
No.
It's really cool. Like
that's interesting.
I know. So I'm addicted.
And
to
you know
that.
what? It's a whole system. Like the judges obviously don't know who it is, but Nick Cannon doesn't know who it is. The host has no idea. There are 4 people on the production staff of that show who know who it truly is.
That's it.
So they come in like totally cloaked and like they don't.
The only thing is you can guess height. See they show them getting out of their limos with the silver thing on and the visors and stuff, and you see them walking with the bodyguards. So you can kind of guess height.
Can you guess female, male? I would think
not always.
Legs.
Not always. They thought they thought the Raven was a guy, but it was a woman. But yeah, no, you can't because you don't always see the body parts.
Right.
The figures and stuff.
Right.
Was that
Very
lightning?
interesting.
Did we just get struck by lightning?
I think we know
anyway,
it.
The Mask. Yes, I'm enjoying it.
Good.
So many stories now involving sexual assault coming out with celebrities. So,
R. Kelly.
Well, so R. Kelly, there's a docu-series called Surviving R. Kelly about the allegations that he ran a sexual cult.
Yes.
That he's had sex slaves, okay? He now apparently, although no charges have been laid, reports are that he's having panic attacks, that he needs medication, because all of this has come out now. And there's public outrage. People are deserting him. They're jumping ship from him. Lady Gaga has now come out. She collaborated with him on a song, on a duet in 2013 called "Do What You Want with My Body."
Yeah.
Okay. She said that she was trying to get it was her sort of exorcising the demons from her being a sexual assault victim herself, and she says she realizes now probably therapy would have been a better idea for her to try to get this anger and all of this residual stuff out, because she was trying to make a statement, but now she looks at it, she's taking that song, the video, whatever, the duet with R. Kelly, she's removing it from all streaming services, and she is apologizing and saying that she is not.
You know what's interesting too?
What?
People, right? His sales numbers have skyrocketed since this hit. Yeah.
Really?
Because people are people. You know. Also, there's some parents who have a daughter that they haven't seen for 2 years who is with R. Kelly, and they say that they can picture her sitting in the corner of her room feeling like she's enslaved, and that's why they haven't heard from her. She, on the other hand, has gone on camera and said that's absolutely not the case.
Oh, she has?
Yes. But, you know.
Parents don't trust. They think she's brainwashed.
Right.
That Stockholm syndrome thing.
Exactly. And then just this morning, his daughter, I was reading, tweeted like a monster tweet and talked about, she apologized first.
I think she used Instagram, Lou. I think it was the beginning.
Was it Instagram?
Yeah. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, so she talked about how she's estranged from her father. She hasn't spoken to him in like 2 years or whatever, and she apologizes to her followers that she hasn't commented previously. And like, seriously, huge. She went like.
She said that she believes them. She believes the victims because she said there's more to the story, that they were also victims in the household, that he's a monster. You know who else has come forward again?
Who?
Wade Robson and James Safechuck. You might remember those as the names of the 7-year-old and 10-year-old who were accused of being with Michael Jackson, or Michael Jackson was. No,
I didn't remember that.
James Robson ended up growing up to choreograph something famous, a music video or something. He was a dancer. Anyway, I don't remember James Safechuck, but Wade Robson ended up on television in a series of some sort. I forget which one it was. Anyway, like Dancing with the Stars or not.
Really?
But not that. Choreographed for So You Think You Can Dance. That's what it was.
Really?
Wade Robson choreographed for So You Think You Can Dance. And he was one of the kids that hung around at Neverland. So, Sundance Film Festival, which is a pretty respectable film festival, Robert Redford, right? He started it all, I believe. So the expose aired. It's called Leaving Neverland. And it's the story of these two gentlemen who now, there they are, as children, saying now that they have, is that really them or is that Michael with his kids? That's them. Anyway, so now they are coming out and saying, because when they testified, they said nothing happened.
Right.
Now they're saying that testimony wasn't true, and they're telling the story about what it was like at Neverland Ranch and how they survived.
I would love to see that.
Surviving Neverland, and Michael Jackson's estate and family have come out saying it's outrageous, it's lurid, and that it's false, that they've been proven to be liars, that they already testified under oath, and there was no evidence to suggest that any of this is true. However, it's out there.
Isn't that interesting? They were kids, though, right?
Yeah.
In court, probably, and I'm sure they loved him at that time.
Yeah.
Because it's not a matter of all of a sudden you're molested. These people manipulate and they infiltrate their well-being.
We talk about this a lot, so it's happening.
It's still happening way too much. So if you have any good news for us,
I have good news. On the show today, we're having the snow cross. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
You combine snow machines and motocross. Wait till you see that we're going to have an interview coming up on that. And the Humane Society's here.
Woohoo.
And also Hiawatha. We're going to talk about my experience at Hiawatha Highlands. So don't go anywhere. Lots more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this break. Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and joining me in the studio, we're taping this in advance, Ken Evan, because you're a very busy man.
Okay, thank you.
I'm holding in my hand the program for the Canadian Snowcross Racing Association, the tour program for 2019. You're going all over the place, Ken.
Yeah, we've got a pretty solid schedule this winter, so it's a nice schedule. We're all over Ontario and into Quebec. So,
are we your launch event?
This is our season opener for the National Series, yes.
Season opener happening right here in Sault Ste. Marie. It's been a couple of years. You weren't here last year, is that right?
No, last year we took last year off. We were here the year before that, and then we've been here for many, many years prior to that. Out of Searchmont, and we love coming to the Sioux.
So yes, you have changed venues. Originally it was Searchmont years and years ago.
Yes.
2 years ago, was it your premier event 2 years ago at the machine shop, sort of the yard?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
And because that was a success, you're back there again, same location.
It's a wonderful site there. It's really close to the border, obviously, for both our American and our Canadian competitors.
Sure, you come right off the bridge, you hang right, and you're there.
Yep, and it's great for spectators to come down and see it. It's really close to the city compared to Searchmont. Searchmont's great as well.
Absolutely, but you're right. For people who just want to come down and view it, it's so local, so convenient.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about your history. So you're actually are you the president? The association?
Yes, you can call me that. I started the circuit.
Call you that.
I started the race circuit 25 years ago.
So you were a pro racer, is that right?
Prior to starting this, yes, I raced pro for 20 years.
You raced pro for 20 years?
Yes, on the oval circuit, more so.
Now, this is an interesting story. The oval circuit, you were also
motocross.
Motocross.
Yep.
And the way you put it to me was that this is a combination of motocross, but with snowmobiles.
Basically, yes. It's very physical. It's huge jumps and moguls, very similar to motocross, except you're on a sled. So that's what I like.
Crazy. Yeah. So when you came up with this, because you really did, it was in other. You said it was in Europe.
It started in Europe. It originated in Europe, then it was coming to the U.S. I was following it, and then I just thought it would be great to get that sport going here in Canada. So,
but people didn't buy into it right away when you said, "Let's get off the oval and let's do this other event as well."
Yeah, at first people didn't believe in it, or the oval circuit didn't anyhow. But I knew the manufacturers would jump on it because it relates to what they sell. Well, the oval racing circuit didn't anymore. It got very sophisticated and high tech, and they were racing on ice. We don't ride snowmobiles on ice, so. This relates to what they build, install to the public, and Snowcross turned into a great testing platform for them because if they can handle these huge jumps and moguls without braking, that makes for a great sled for the consumer.
And this, I'm looking at this program. I said to you, this is an impressive
publication. Obviously, you have a lot of sponsorship. I see in the back, you have a ton of sponsors for this event.
We do. The series has grown over the 25 years, and we do have a lot of support. It takes a lot of support to make the events happen. So we've got some amazing sponsors that keep us going, and the more sponsors we have, the bigger and better we can make the circuit, and the more things we can bring into it, and bigger prize money, and bigger awards for the racers, and TV and this type of thing, more media. So it just helps the sport grow. But as you know, it costs a lot of money to do that.
You came up here how long ago to this? Because you're from Southern Ontario.
So when the first time I started coming up here for this event?
Just for this year, to get ready for this year.
Okay, so I've been up here about 4 times between summer and fall, and just getting prepared with it.
Right.
We've had some great help with the local dealers, and Jeff at the Superior Breweries has been a fabulous help for us, and great guy. And I'm working his butt off for the last 4 or 5 days around here. He's jumped in. It's a lot more than he ever expected it to be, but he's not faltering at all. So I really thank him for his support. And also Jordan at North Shore and Darren from River City. Those 2 dealers have stepped it up for us. And
let's talk a little about the preparation of the actual the track itself.
Yep.
Is it called a track?
Yeah, it's called a track. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
You had to bring in snow, even though we had all this great snowfall. It helped, but you had to actually.
Well, we had to produce the course long before the event happens. Obviously, we've got lots going on, inviting people to travel from all over the place. So we have to have the track in place a couple of weeks in advance of the actual event. So this additional snow we just received is a bonus for sure. It gets everybody in the mood, and it's nice and white and pretty.
Yeah.
But we had to truck in over 500 truckloads of snow.
500 truckloads.
Yeah, from all the parking lots around here, because there wasn't a lot of natural snow up until just recently.
Right.
And then down south there still is none. So we wanted to make sure the event happened, so we started trucking it in. The city was helping us out, and a lot of the contractors helped us out. So that made it possible to make this event happen, whether or not we got this recent snow. So this is a bonus for us.
So you were talking about the jumps and the moguls, because what I understand is the pros, like you used to be. It's very exciting, isn't it? I mean, these guys are airborne and stuff. Right?
the pros will jump well over 100 feet through the air, the distance-wise. And then we have the young kids as well involved. That's
what I didn't believe. I was like, look at your race classes. Kids aged 4 to 12 years. And I said, they don't jump, do they? Ken, you're like,
They do, but it's small. Like we keep it. We have to tame the course down, obviously, for the kids. And the sleds are much slower. They're miniature snowmobiles, so they don't really have a lot of opportunity.
120 cc.
Right, 4 horsepower. Just the kids are just out there having a blast. So I think we have 70 of them.
70 kids
between that age.
Between the ages of 4 and 12 alone.
Yeah.
Then you have another. Then there's another race, the novice, ages 8 to 13.
Yep.
And then there's another one, ages 13 to 17.
Yep. So there's age groups all the way through, and each one of those classes will have 20 to 30 kids in them.
How many people are coming to Sault Ste. Marie for this?
There'll be, as far as the race teams and their crew and their families, we'll bring about 1,000 people just with the race teams and the crew, and then we expect a couple thousand spectators, attendees to come and view the events.
Ken, I think Sault Ste. Marie loves you.
Well, they have been good to us. We love coming here, and we hope we can make this into a bigger annual event moving forward.
And it's a whole weekend.
Yes.
Saturday and Sunday.
It's a duplicate schedule both days, so you could come Saturday or Sunday and see exactly the same show. We don't know who's going to win, obviously, but other than that, you won't miss anything if you only come one day, or if you come both days if you like.
The young riders, they are getting trophies and plaques and that kind of stuff, is that right?
The young riders get trophies and plaques, and they also race for points, so at the end of the season, whoever has the most points is considered the champion of that class.
No kidding.
Yeah, so the kids...
Is that a national point system, or is it...
So we have a regional for Ontario for the smaller classes, and then we have a national points system for the pro classes, they're required to go to Valcourt, Quebec, and some of the farther large events
that are also on the tour.
Yes.
That is okay. And now, what time do we get going on Saturday down at the yard?
The kids will start at 9 o'clock. Okay. So all morning from 9 till about noon is all the we call them specialty classes, the smaller classes, the amateur classes, and then we ramp things up. About 1:50 we'll do pro intros at 2 o'clock. The flag will drop for the first pro feature race.
The first pros at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and they'll race. It'll be all pro racing from about 2 until 4:30.
All right. The machine shop's going to be open, so the restaurant is there.
Yes.
Restroom facilities, you can get warm if you need to.
Yes.
I believe they'll probably have their bar open as well.
Yes, they'll have the restaurant open at the end of the roadway down there for all of that, and hopefully people will go in there and use those facilities. And we'll also have a large tent, a heated tent on site.
Nice.
That people can get some food and beverage in as well. And there'll be some vendors on site with displays.
Vendors on site with displays, maybe some samples and stuff, lots of information.
Yes, River City will have a display down there of all their power sports products, and so will North Shore Sports, and Darren from the Ford dealership will have some new trucks on site.
Right.
And then the Rockstar girls will be there as well, sampling their products if they want. People want to try some of that.
All right.
Yeah, it should be an amazing event. Lots of fun, and we're really happy to see all this fresh snow for us because there's no snow anywhere south of Parry Sound. It's green grass still, this
is the place to be for the Canadian Snowcross Tour.
Yeah, we lucked out.
You also have weekend passes.
Yes. So So Sunday's a family day where all the kids are free on Sunday.
All kids free on Sunday.
Yeah, and Saturday the admission prices are $15 for kids, and then the youths and adults are $25 for the day.
Okay.
Or you can get a weekend pass for $40.
Under what age is completely free? Under 6.
The kids are free both days from 6 and under.
6 and under totally free.
And from under 12 are free on Sunday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And food's going to be on site, you said, yeah?
Yes, there'll be food on site at both the restaurant down the street, at the yard there, as well as in the vendor tent.
In the vendor tent.
Yep.
And the weather forecast sounds like it's going to be promising. -10 sunny.
Yeah, -10 and sunny. The wind's going to be down. It should be I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great weekend.
I'm looking forward to it too. And we're going to be doing some coverage from ONNtv. We're going to have somebody down there to get some footage for us.
Good. Yeah.
And it sounds like a great event. Ken.
Thanks very much.
Well, thanks for being here, and Sault Ste. Marie for bringing the event back to us again. It's the Canadian Snowcross Racing Association CSRA Tour 2019 at the Yard, right down beside the machine shop. You can go down this weekend and enjoy it, and it's going to be exciting.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Ken. We'll be back with more Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim right after this.
Okay, so I don't know if this is true, but a little bird told me that there may be some video of, I don't know if it's you, but somebody playing donkey baseball. I doubt that it's you, because you said, okay. But
there were no cameras back in the day.
But is there a bird, can I there's somebody sketched you on the wall of a cave.
Yes.
Mike, is there really video of donkey? Okay, so wait a second.
Yeah,
the person is on, what do you have to do? Do you hit the ball and then get on the donkey?
Right. So, and then, so the donkey doesn't know what you're doing, right?
So is he supposed to be trying to get on the donkey, right? Is he carrying a can of beer?
He's something. But see now...
So is that you, Luke? Did you have to...
No, yeah, that's what I had to do.
You had to jump on a donkey's back?
And then if you're not careful, you can like...
Oh!
Yeah.
That happens? The donkey wants you off.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Lou Ann, was that you?
No, I didn't fall off.
That would be funny.
Look at that dude's hanging on, man. You're not taking me out, donkey.
I want to play donkey baseball here. Do we have enough donkeys?
It's so much fun because you think it sounds like pretty innocent, right? But as you can see, donkeys have a mind of their own. Like they, you know, you're playing donkey baseball. Like, they don't know it.
You want to play donkey baseball? Jesus, Mary and Joseph, no, get off my back.
Get off my back.
I saw a donkey being born.
Did you?
Aubrey and Susie had donkeys. They adopted them from a farm from a lady who had donkeys, and I think she was whatever. I saw a donkey being born.
Was it awesome?
It was bizarre.
Was it?
Wow.
Do they come out in the sack?
In a sack.
They do.
Still, no, they've changed it, Lou Ann.
No, but babies don't come out in the sack.
Oh, you mean like,
the sack comes with them.
I thought you meant like these days. Yes, they are still in the sack.
Right.
And the donkey is like making all kinds of noises, waiting for this thing.
Yeah, and already?
So she's like lying down, and you can see her stomach, like you can see the contractions happening. We were across the field, right, watching. Aubrey said, "Get down, lie in the bushes." Like we had to lie in what do you call that, the field, and watch. I'm like, why can't we get closer? Well, you don't want to scare it. I'm like, scare it? A Volkswagen's about to come out of Tugu. I don't think it'll be any more frightened by two guys watching. Anyway, it's lying there, and it's and then it stands up with part of the sack hanging out of it, because I guess gravity helps, and it's walking around with this sack hanging half out.
My stomach hurts.
Your stomach hurts. Think about the donkey. And then the whole sack comes out,
right?
And then the legs start to come through the sack, and the donkey. That's a lot
of hard work.
No, the little baby works his way to the sack. Then the mummy licks it, cleans it off, right?
All right.
There was another donkey standing nearby who like kept her distance, because she knew, like, she's like, I know what you're going through. I'm not coming near you because I don't want to. But then when the time was right, she came over and she was like looking at, and the mother let her come and sniff the new baby too.
So maybe that was the grandma.
No, they were. I think the donkeys were brother and sister.
Oh, so uncle.
So anyway, so then the little one right away starts to try to
what?
Right away starts to try to get up. And like, can you imagine if you gave birth to a child who could walk?
No.
Well, that's what it's like being on a donkey. You wonder why they don't want you on their back. So anyway, they can start to, and then just this little donkey's like wobbling.
Yeah.
Then I think it was the mother, might have been the aunt or the uncle. Anyway, the little donkey's just getting up, finally balancing, and the adult donkey goes, oh, right in his face, and the baby falls over again.
Oh my word!
I hee-hawed so loud I broke our TV set.
Yeah, look at you with your hee-haw. You are a loud guy.
So I saw a donkey being born.
That's so awesome.
I know, pretty
I
cool.
wonder if he would like to play donkey baseball with you and I. You know what? Because we're in the Sioux, Bon Sioux coming up, I think we should do donkey bum slide.
You go down a bum slide riding a donkey?
Yeah, the donkey sits down.
That can't be safe for us or the donkey.
No, probably not.
The donkey
That's
sits
why it's
down.
fun.
That's why it's fun.
Yeah, so the donkey sits down, and you just wrap yourself around the back of it, and you go like down the bump slide. What?
You work on that, Lou.
All right.
I'm glad you're not on the committee. You have the news coming up. Stick to what you know. Big news with Algoma Steel coming up with Lou Ann after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim. Hiawatha Highlands is in the house. Hello, ladies. This is my new friend, Sandra and Tina over there. I met these two lovely ladies when I went out to Hiawatha. You may have seen the footage. It's been on Sioux Online, and it's going to be on Alex's show, Game On, talking about our experience out there. What a great time we had. Thank you for being such wonderful hostesses.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
So, you've been with the organization the longest, is that right, Tina?
Yes, that's correct.
How long have you been with Hiawatha Highlands now?
This will be my 14th year.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of changes over those 14 years?
Many.
Yes.
Many.
Talk about some of them.
Well, when I first started, my first year, there was myself and 2 other staff.
That was it?
That was it. And over the years, the business has grown. And,
thankfully.
Right, for sure. And proved that we need to hire more. And to date, we're somewhere in the area of 10 to 11 staff members now.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, it continues
and we met
to
some
grow.
of them, and they're great out there.
Yes, yeah, they love being out there and have passion for what we do out there.
Because they do everything from guided tours to instruction, correct?
They do, yeah. So we multi-train. So if I don't have anything going on event-wise or program-wise, they're still able to help out the counter and do that sort of thing. So,
right.
Yeah.
And the counter, you can get, I had those, what was the health bar, the snacky bar with the Rice Krispies in it?
That's called our Go Bar.
The Go Bar!
Yes,
You
yes.
must try the Go Bar.
Yeah.
And homemade muffins and cookies. And on Saturdays, chili.
Oh, yes, yum.
From Cafe Natura. I
Yes.
loved it. And that's not even talking about the trails. So many. How many kilometers of trails are out there?
Oh, over 50 kilometers of trails.
Seriously, how large is the actual expanse of what you call the Highlands?
It's about 3,000.
About 3,000 acres. Yep.
Seriously, made up of land owned by a variety, right?
Yeah, so we have a land use agreement with the Ministry of Natural Resources,
Yes.
the Conservation Authority of Sault Ste. Marie.
Right.
There's private landowners,
Wow.
the Kinsman Club of Sault Ste. Marie, and there's one other one, I always forget this one, the OFM.
What's that stand for? Something to do with
Ontario Federal.
Oh, it's
so it's another government.
So that's
yeah.
so many different people and organizations you have to liaise with to make this all happen. Does that get a little
We
tricky
do.
sometimes?
It can, yes.
Because there's
So-
legislations, there's
yes.
insurance things, there's all those kinds of concerns.
Yeah, so that's why when we negotiate every 5 years, we want to make sure that if we have any changes that we want to make, we have to do all that legwork, and so most times we stay right with what we're negotiating. And
now, as far as trail usage goes, you have options. You could become. I'm assuming you could get a membership. Is that how it works? Like a pass, a season's
Yeah,
pass?
you can get a season's pass, or you can get a day pass, depending on what. If you're a tourist coming in and you want to try out the trails, then you can get a day pass for sure.
Okay, and rentals are available.
Yes, rentals.
This I found really wonderful, actually, because I used to cross country ski when I was younger, but I don't have the equipment anymore. I left town and I sold the stuff off, or whatever. So for me to be able to go out there, and it's not expensive at all. It is the rentals are so reasonably priced, as are the trail fees, that you could just jump in your car with nothing other than just bundled up, ready to go. And they have so many pairs of boots and heights of skis, and they know exactly how to measure you, and they're so knowledgeable and friendly, the staff. You're really well supplied. And snowshoes now are so different from what I remember.
so much lighter.
Lighter,
Yes.
easy to put on.
Yes.
You're not all bent over like struggling to get your foot in there. So tell me about some of you've got so many events coming up.
We do. We have wonderful events. We have our big event, our big annual event is called Hiawatha Snowfest.
The Snowfest?
And that's coming up on January 20th.
That's World Snow Day, by the way.
Which it is.
Celebrated globally. Tell me about that.
Exactly. We're registered a World Snow Day event where there's over 469 other events in over 50 countries that are celebrating the same day. So we're excited that we're one of those.
What's going to happen on that day if we come out to Hiawatha? What can we expect?
There's going to be cross-country ski and fat bike loppets.
The fat bike, right? Oh, they're putting the poster up so people can read it.
Good.
Go ahead.
There's also snowshoe runs where people actually run on snowshoes.
It's not that bad. I actually ran a little bit.
Yeah. So you can run 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers.
I could not run that. I did a 2-kilometer trek, and I was fine by the time I finished. I wasn't even winded. I was a little sweaty, which was lovely to actually get into the what do you call that building that you're in? The Kin Center?
Yeah.
Be able to relax, and I was able to have a little beverage I dried off a little bit because I'd worked up a bit of a sweat.
Right.
Got myself comfortable again, and then I went ski.
Right.
Okay, so
at the event, there's also guided and self-guided snowshoe tours.
Okay.
And so there's and also it includes a brunch by Cafe Natura again.
Really?
And so this is coming up on January 20th.
All right. Do you pre-register?
Yes. The pre-registration is important. There is a $10 off all registration fees if you register by January 13th.
Well, there's still lots of time. What's the date today?
Today's the 11th.
You have 2 days.
2 days.
That's not lots of time, I lied.
So
2 days to pre-register to save yourself $10 on the fee to participate in Snow Day, January 20th.
Snowfest, yeah.
Sorry, Snowfest.
Yep,
Did I say it was International Snow Day?
That's right.
Snowfest is on Snow Day.
It's confusing.
Lots of snow. That's a good thing.
Celebrate snow.
Celebrate it. Okay, this picture behind us is the one that I'm really curious about. The guided lantern tours.
This is a very popular event. It just started last year. And it's become very, very popular. It's an event that we have several dates on Mondays and Wednesdays, starting on Monday of this week, or of next week, the 14th.
Yes.
Where there's guided evening snowshoe tours, and people can get they can bring their own snowshoes and their own equipment, but they're also available.
Right.
It's part of the fee.
Okay.
And they get headlamps. And they can go out for 4 or 5 kilometer tours.
Because when Alex and I were out there, we were saying, like, seriously, the day that we were out there was the day after the lighter snowfall, right? And the trees were laden with this beautiful new fresh snow, and the sun was streaming through. And I said to Alex, imagine what this would look like at night with like a night sky and your light shining on all the trees and the snow. It would be so stunning.
It is. It's just
so that's happening several days, like 14th, 23rd, 28th of January, 6th, 11th, 20th, and 25th of February, and into March, 6th and 13th.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Yeah. Snowga, come off it. Yoga is the hottest thing everywhere these days, and there's so many kinds. There's hot yoga, there's the rocket, there's all these different kinds of yoga, and now Snowga. Tell me, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Sandra had actually found this new rave that's going on and whatnot, and she brought it to something that we should try out. We are
snowshoe yoga
winter activity.
It's up again.
It's a real thing.
Yeah,
it's a real thing.
Yeah.
People do this.
Yes.
Who's facilitating this for you?
Fit Bodies, Fit Minds. They have one of their certified instructors who's coming up, and they're going to lead the group.
That's so, I love it. Snow, we're going to come and try that, by the way. Alex and I are going to come and try it. We're going to film a segment as well, because we love doing fun stuff like that. Now, Special Olympics, obviously, you're hosting events there.
Yes,
Good for you.
Yeah, so that'll happen the first weekend in February, the 1st and the 2nd.
They're doing the cross-country event there.
Yes, they are.
Beautiful. And your trails are pristine, gorgeous right now, so well groomed.
Yes,
Congratulations to your
staff.
Our
groomers are professionals, and the grooming gets done so well. Yeah.
And then you're tied in with Bonsu. That's got to be an annual thing for you, right?
Yes, yeah, it's been ongoing for the 14 years I've been there. Mr. Bonsu has come out and slapped on some skis sometimes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, we have a really, really big pair of skis that we can put on him. Of course, he doesn't do too much. He just kind of stands there, but we do take him around.
Bonsu on a fat bike. That would be something to see. Oh,
we do take him around on the snow machine, around the trails and whatnot.
All right, so right now we want to stress that the guided evening tours are a hot thing. The Snowfest World Snow Day is, we really want to promote that for January 20th. Get your tickets before the 13th to get the $10 off. And the snowshoe yoga coming up. Those are all right this month.
Yes.
As well as just being open regularly for anybody to come out and use those trails.
Yes.
You have trails of different lengths, for different skills, for different abilities.
Yes.
So if you have some physical barriers, you can do shorter trails. Am I right? You can accommodate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And your guides are so terrific too.
Oh, they are, yeah.
So we all know where you're located. 5th line, right around the corner from, what's the name of your street?
Well,
it's Landslide.
Yeah.
Landslide Road.
It's more commonly known as the ice cream shop in the summertime.
Love it. And you have a website, www.hiawathahighlands.com. I'm sure that everything we talked about here today is available on that website.
Absolutely.
And you're only a phone call away. I want to thank you, Tina and Sandra, for being here. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
And we'll be back to say goodbye with Luann right after this. Okay, this is not Luann, and neither is that. I totally forgot that it's Fur and Feathers Friday. I got so caught up on my interviews. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
I missed you. It was nice to have her back last week, but Laura, you've been missed.
I heard it was interesting.
Yes, the cats.
Yeah.
I let one walk and it knocked everything over and it
clinging to her head.
Yeah. So, but this is a ferret.
I did. I brought something different this week. I brought a ferret.
I love that you brought something different this week, and I am not really familiar with ferrets. They have a distinct odor.
Yes.
That's one thing you need to know about ferrets. What is that? It's a
musk.
It's a scent gland that they have?
Yeah, he's been descented, but they still will have that smell.
Yeah, it's just a faint kind of a musky smell.
It is,
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and you said there are ferret shampoos, but basically this is what comes with the animal.
I love the smell, but
you love the smell of ferrets.
I do.
Okay, I've never heard anyone say that before.
I think it just comes with the territory of liking them.
I think you're just kind of weird. And
Why
is there a tattoo on his ear? What does that mean?
Tattoo means he's a martial ferret. So it's a brand almost. Oh. Like how they do tattoos on purebred dogs, which tell you what kennels and that they come from.
So this ferret's like really the real deal.
Yeah, he's a martial.
Did you just say he's neutered?
He is neutered.
You can neuter a ferret?
And he's got his needles too.
He just yawned. Oh, he's yawning. Oh my God. He's got what? Needles?
Yeah, he's got his shots. You can give them little booster shots.
He doesn't have. He has a name, but you can't really.
I can't remember it. We haven't had him that long.
I'm not. When I was younger, I didn't mind rodents. I had hamsters and gerbils and stuff, but I haven't as an adult. Keith had rats, and I was never a fan. I don't mind this ferret so much.
They're funny. They're really active, playful.
You said that the only reason you got him was because there was a sort of a battle between.
Yeah, she had multiple ferrets. The woman who owned him, and he was picking on her older one.
You were a bully ferret.
He was. So she did the responsible thing and surrendered him, and he was the younger of the two. So more adoptability. It's harder to adopt out something older.
How old is he?
He's only a few years old.
He's a little baby. How long do ferrets live?
They live to be about 8 or 9.
Really?
Yep.
So this would be. He just keeps yawning. How much does it cost to adopt a ferret?
No, I'm not sure. We haven't done it in a while.
Really?
I think they're about 75.
Okay, but as you say, he's been descented, whatever.
Yep.
He's been neutered. He has his tattoo, which means he's,
purebred.
Purebred ferret.
Yep.
Not what's a non-purebred ferret look like?
You don't want them, honestly. The Marshall ferrets are pretty much the only ferrets that a ferret owner would want.
I love this. Luann just walked in. Have you seen ferrets?
Yes.
He's
what do you
calmer
think about
now.
Ferrets? Are you going to join us for the end rather than cutting away?
The end.
I love this.
But you know what?
What?
I'm going to sit away from the ferret.
Is Luann's mic on? Is it on?
Yes.
I'll slide over and let Luann in.
Yeah.
But look how
He's got a cute face.
he does, and he's been yawning and everything.
I know.
Ferrets can get neutered. He's been fixed.
Yes.
Yeah, he's had his shots. Ferrets get shots.
He's actually partially litter trained too.
Well, that's what she said earlier.
Yeah.
Isn't that
We
crazy?
didn't get.
Who
Thanks.
knew?
I'm glad you joined us.
Like, he's
Partially
so-
litter trained.
Yeah.
He's so squirmy, though.
I know.
You said they need a big space, like a big cage.
They do. They're very active. They need a kind of a specialized cage, a tall cage with multiple levels.
Oh, because they like to climb and sit.
Yeah, and then they need things like little hammocks to hide in because they like to burrow.
They like to burrow. That's why you had.
I did. That's why I brought it. Yeah. He's active though right now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
He's kind of rat-like.
Yeah, they're the weasel family.
Our
Weasel. There you go.
Yeah, 'cause he's long
I've
and
known
lean,
a
right?
few. He's got beautiful coloring.
Yeah, it's a
Some
unique
ferrets
color.
Some are gray brown. Right?
Usually they're the kind of all the same color as the tip of his tail.
Is this 30 seconds to the end of the show? I think it is.
Okay.
It is.
Thank you for coming in. Happy
My
Fur
pleasure.
Feathers and Fur and Feathers Friday. Adopt this ferret, you guys. Look, he's so sweet, and he
He's
doesn't
very
bite. This one
sweet.
doesn't
No,
bite.
not at all.
Luann, have a great weekend.
You too. Have an awesome weekend.
We'll see you next week. We'll see you
see you
Monday.
next week.
Yes.
We'll see you Monday.
Yes,
We'll see you Monday.
I'm going out to Search Month this weekend to interview one of the Olympians.
Oh, really?
No, I'll be back on
Awesome.
Monday. Take care.
Have a good weekend.